Okay, before we watch this YouTube, okay, GPE stands for gravitational potential energy. Okay, some of the students in various schools, right, the teacher taught you this, right? Gravity is equals to GPE equals to mass, gravity, okay, mass. So if you fill the answer, mass multiplied by height. Okay, so this blank is mass and this is height. It can be the other way also, height or mass. So in short, right, GPE is equal to mgh. Okay, you will learn this in secondary one. GPE equals mgh. What is mgh? So m is a mass, g is the gravity of the planet. So for Earth is 10, and the height is measured in meters. Okay. So now you see this part, right? They say this is a toy that represents a demolition machine. Okay, in Singapore, it's quite difficult to see a demolition machine. So I like to show this video clip. In some countries, they use this, it's called a whacking ball. Okay, this ball here is called a whacking ball. And it must be quite heavy and quite solid. Like usually it's made of either is fully iron or they use very tough rocks to swing it against a building, an old building, to demolish the building. Okay, instead of sending the workers to chip off pieces by pieces. So I show you this video clip on this whacking ball. Okay. Whacking ball demolition. So I will play it now. So when the ball is at this position, okay, it's because it's very heavy, and when it swings, like the momentum, right, that will increase its kinetic energy. Okay? So if you swing for greater height, more GPE is changed to more kinetic energy. Wow. Smash a big piece. Okay, so we later will see a slow motion on it. Slow mo was this is a slow mo. So when it hits here, the impact causes this huge point to fall off. And the weaker section will also fall off the line. Okay, so that's the clip on this whacking ball demolition. Okay. You can see some of the demolition nowadays, they use explosive. Okay. They use explosive, so it's faster and more spectacular. Okay, I just show you a quick one. They use the explosive one. Fast one, this one. Okay, this is the old power station. So they want to demolish these two tall chimney. Okay, these two tall chimney.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh! Jesus.
Dust storm. Okay, this one looks like a nuclear power station. Okay, nuclear power station have this thing called a cooling power tower. So later you'll see the explosive will demolish this tree. This tree cooling tower. Okay, this structure actually used to store gas. Singapore used to have this structure before. If you can ask your parents, it's situated near the ICA. You know ICA, right? Building, like Kallang there. Okay, this is a stadium, an old stadium. You notice later when they set up the explosive is in synchronized. Dust storm. Okay, this is a tall building. I think at least 30-story high. So once the foundation fall, the top will crumple down. Okay, this one instead of explosive, they use manual power. There's a metal chain being fastened to this truck here. The truck is going to pull this chimney to destabilize it, and then you will see it fall.
Ik had nog net een ecke is dat hier mag.
Ja, dat is het al een probleem. Onder de paar water. Autofeld auch.
Glückwunsch.
Okay, we see this is the last one. This is the old stadium from aerial view. This is like a domino effect. So they also synchronize the explosive around the major pillars. Dust storm coming. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, in case your teacher asks you, explain the energy conversion. So the explosive actually packs a lot of chemical potential energy. Okay, when the explosive is being set off, right, the chemical potential energy is converted to a lot of kinetic energy because the air expand. Okay, the air expand, a lot of heat energy also, the thing exploded. Yeah, and sound energy, light energy, okay, you can see the lights spark out, right? So this is one very good application of energy conversion in the demolition of buildings. So let's continue back to our questions, coming back to here. So we have seen this. Okay, we have seen this. And then let's proceed to the next question. Explain how swinging the ball higher can cause more blocks to collapse. So it must use is not energy conversion, right? So the greater the height, right, will have more what? GPE, right? Yeah. So can you try to write that and I'll show you shortly the answer. Compare the answer. Okay, let me stand by the question first. Let me pull out. So this question you should mention about when the ball was being swung from a higher point, right? A higher point, then what will happen? So you try to answer first. I give you some time to write down. In the text here. So your answer should be something like that. Okay. When the ball was being swung from a higher point, it had more gravitational potential energy. Okay, let me come back to the question. Screen share. Let me see, where is it? Okay, coming back, screen share. Okay. So your answer here, you should say, when the ball was being swung from a higher point, it had more gravitational potential energy. So the examiner will mark for this point, higher point, will lead to more, must have this word, more gravitational potential energy, which will be converted to more kinetic energy. So these are the keyword. Okay, therefore, the force of impact, this word, was greater. Okay, more blocks would collapse because they're asking you what caused more blocks to collapse. This part, you see. So you must mention about conversion of more GPE to more KE, and this will lead to greater force of impact. Impact means when they hit the tower, just like we saw, right? The wrecking ball, yeah. This will cause more blocks to collapse. Okay, I will screenshot this as well. So not to worry, I will send to you. I did not get the worksheet. Oh, Srila, you didn't get the worksheet. I sent to the broadcast. Maybe I sent to you personally. You check the broadcast. Oh, you got it. Okay, very good. Okay, so I screenshot this. So everyone got a worksheet, right? This one. All have the worksheet. All have. Okay, next part. Okay, good. Other than swinging, so they say, other than swinging the ball higher, right? What changes can Ali make the ball to cause more blocks to collapse? So remember, I put this formula here, GPE, right? So beside the height, can you see there's another variable that will cause more energy? Yeah, because gravity is fixed. The planet Earth is fixed at the gravity. So you should say increase what? Okay, or change the ball to a heavier ball. Okay, don't say change it to a bigger ball because bigger ball doesn't mean greater mass. Or if you put get bigger ball, you won't get an answer. So you must say change the ball to a heavier ball. Okay, he could change the ball to a heavier one, or increase the mass of the ball. Okay, increase the mass of the ball. So I save this and I will send to you all shortly. Zoom recording. Okay, let's see the next question. So we have done this. Okay, this question, this part already finished. This question. I'll move on to the next paper. So I would pause the recording. Okay, this is the question 2. Let's continue. So they say the point P, right, is the highest position. Okay, the highest point. So you can take note of this, what the highest. Explain in terms of energy why the car must be at point P. Okay, at this part. Because they need to negotiate all these points, parts Q, R, and S. Okay, because they say they will stop at point S. So this is the part where it stops. So for this question, you need to explain why the car must at this position using energy conversion. Okay, I'll give you some time to think through. And then I'll explain it shortly. So you must tell me at point P, the car would have the greatest amount of what? And then this greatest amount of what will be converted to what? Okay. So your answers should be something like this. Let me put it here. Okay, let me enlarge it a little bit. Okay, so you must mention at point P, the car would possess the greatest amount of gravitational potential energy. So this word must appear. Greatest amount of GPE. GPE. that can be converted to the greatest amount of KE, kinetic energy, so that the car could have enough kinetic energy to reach point S. Okay? Enough kinetic energy to reach point S. Okay. Okay, next question. Explain why, without applying any brakes, the car on the roller coaster will come to a stop at point S eventually. So this is energy conversion. You see, as the car roll down, right? What is in contact with the wheels? The track, right? So the track will produce what? Friction, right? So this will help you answer the question. So you should say that something will reduce or cause the kinetic energy of the car. Okay, because you see when the car stops, right, there's been no more kinetic energy. So where does this kinetic energy go to? Remember the energy conversion, the law? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to another. So for this one, they are testing your application. So you should say in this manner, okay, the kinetic energy of the car has converted to heat energy and sound energy completely when it reached point S. Therefore, the car has no more kinetic energy. So you must mention this part. Has been converted to heat energy and sound energy completely. There's been no more kinetic energy. That's why it stopped. Okay. So the car has no more kinetic energy when it reached point S. Okay. So this one, once again, I will send the screenshot to you all to get this answer. Okay, last part. That's why you take note, because many students, they draw the full graph. But the question says, you only draw this section, Q and R, the points on the roller coaster. So if you notice here, if I erase this point, right? So you must look at this part and this part as a car travels, okay, from Q to R. And they'll ask you to draw kinetic energy, okay, kinetic energy. So you must visualize, as you go up the slope, do you think the speed increase, decrease, or remain the same? It should decrease because it's going up, right? So the kinetic energy should drop. So for this question, the answer, you should use a ruler. You just draw one line, one straight line that slopes down this way. Okay, from here to here, because there's a drop in speed. Okay, drop in speed. So let me screenshot this, and then I send to you now for your reference to this question. Okay, I will proceed to the next question. I'll stop this recording.